Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Brofessional Podcast. This is if you're new here, which you probably are because this is our second episode, but this is basically a podcast where we talk about pretty much everything and anything we come across. I probably said that backwards, but yeah, let's get to it. Do you have anything you want to say first?
Do you want me to start out with a topic? Oh my gosh, you can't think of the word. Do you want me to start out with the topic or do you want to?
Either one. I'm fine with either. I watched Carry On finally.
Oh, did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Was it
a lot.
Was it the greatest thing you've ever heard of?
No, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
It was decent. I liked it. It was decent. All right. Ready? This is the topic. Death. What's the best way to die? Or like the most normal, like this is how I would like to go. Or the most cool bro, like best way to go. Like manly way to go.
What happened? Our show starts off with samurai versus ninja, and then it turns into death. How would you like to die? I think I'm more of the Valhalla type of person. I'm a Viking. I would want to die doing something honoring and glorious. I
Like
feel
in
like
battle?
a lot of us would. Well, yeah, but I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's. I don't want to go to war, but if it was like how you would die, I don't want to die like some random guy who forgot to turn off the oven and his house burnt down and fell on his back and he died. You know.
That's true. Okay, but you have to come up with the best way to go, and then the most like cool way to go. So that's your cool way,
Yeah.
or is
that's
that
definitely
or is that like the best outcome? How you want to die?
That's just how I want to die. If it was like the best way to die, like the most comfortable way to die, just fall asleep and not wake up.
Yeah,
That's like the best.
I was
or
gonna say I would rather I would just go to sleep and not wake up and just have a nice dinner the night before, some drinks,
Do
maybe
you
a
know?
movie.
Do you know you're dying in advance?
Well, like that's like the ideal way to go. I'm super old. I'm like, yep, I can feel it. This is my time. Have a fat steak
Oh, you
and
want to
then
die
just go to sleep.
old?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to make it to the point where I have to wear diapers again. I think a human should die before that starts happening. I think that's too much for me to handle.
Okay, all old people don't just walk around in diapers. You do know that, right? You can
I
be
do not.
old and not.
Okay, well, I don't want to be too old where my skin is crinkle fries and I can't like do anything.
Benedict Crinkle Fry?
Oh my goodness. Dude, we already insulted one European person. Now we're going to every single
what?
episode.
Wait, what
Last
was
time
the European?
Tom Holland. Oh, I guess we didn't
Oh.
insult him. We insulted England.
Yeah. As we should. We threw their tea in the ocean and
That is true. Boston Tea Party.
yeah, it was a fabulous tea party. Oh, the tea.
Yeah. Tax.
They were probably crying over all of their tea getting dumped too. All of their salad water. Wait, could you say that the ocean is now a big tea?
Honestly, I probably did it leak? I mean, the boxes they float, right? Or did they sink? Because maybe you could like taste some tea in there, like because it's been sitting there for quite a while, right? Or did they take it out right after? Like I want the full story.
Actually, if it fermented, because it's salt water, if it fermented, would that mean the ocean just became leaf alcohol?
Can tea even become alcoholic by just sitting there? Are you telling me if I leave the tea bag in the coffee mug for too long, it turns into alcohol? Because I do that all the time.
No, you have to have something to ferment it. Like sugar. Sugar ferments if you leave like an apple in a jar of water with a ton of sugar. It'll ferment for like, I think it's like a week or two. And then it becomes alcoholic or something.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I don't know if salt does that, but either way, I think the ocean is a giant, big teacup.
Yeah, I want to know what they did to the tea after that.
Well, it's in the
'Cause
ocean.
They just left it there. They didn't take it out. Like they just left
do you-
it.
You think they're gonna dump it in the ocean so that they can take it back out of the ocean?
Okay, well, we need more specifics. Did they open the boxes and dump them, or did they just like throw the cargo off? Like, which one was it? Are you Googling right now?
I am. I'm Googling this. Let's see. What happened to the tea? Oh my gosh, this is like a normal search. It was one of the top searches.
All right, so I'm not crazy. That's good to know.
Oh yeah. Okay, 340 chests of tea were dumped into the water of the Boston Harbor. Why? Oh, that's actually not as much as I thought it would be. The British East India Company was the owner of the tea, and it cost nearly $1 million of tea. I feel like that's not a lot. For 340 boxes? That's only $1 million of tea?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I just want to know if they took the tea back out or not.
Here we go. The colonists used axes to smash the chests and dump the tea into the harbor. So it wasn't in the boxes. They actually dumped the tea. So it is. It's a big, big teacup, the ocean.
So there's just trash floating all around, or
no, I think it's just the tea. Like just
They weren't in packaging. Like, I guess Amazon wasn't around then.
They ordered it from Amazon. The British came over on a boat and they're like, "Here's your Amazon package," and then they ripped it open and just dumped it.
That would be. Hey, I don't want to live in that time. Amazon in the back then, I could just order my Renaissance sword, which wouldn't be Renaissance if I was living back then. But whatever. Yeah.
That's honestly so weird, because they dumped $1 million today, like it's worth $1 million today, in tea back then in the harbor to combat the tax on tea. But then they couldn't drink the tea. What was the point? Now they don't have tea, and they still.
It was making a statement.
I understand that, but 92,000 pounds of tea?
Yeah, it was the more the tea, the bigger the statement.
How does 92,000 pounds of tea cost $1 million? Do you know how much a box of tea costs right now? It's like $10 to $15 for 4 packets of tea.
Do you drink tea?
Only when I'm sick, because it's gross.
Okay. Wait, why do you eat gross stuff when you're sick?
No comment.
Okay. I'm pretty weird. When I'm sick, I only eat dairy, but I hear that nobody else eats dairy when they're sick because it just makes them feel more sick.
You like milk? You drink milk?
Pretty much just yogurt. My diet consists of yogurt when I'm sick.
Okay, yogurt it's technically considered a probiotic, I think, right?
It's still dairy though.
Yeah, but it's the good dairy. It came from the special golden calf.
Oh my goodness. So I was wondering, you know how Marvel's been doing these days? How they've been having a hard time. They did have success with Deadpool and Wolverine, but we know that success doesn't last forever, and that could just be like, oh, they're a good movie every once in a while. I was wondering if they should bring the cameos back. I know Stan Lee is dead, but maybe they could put someone else in, like Feige or James Gunn. You don't think they should do cameos?
No. Well, they do cameos with like other characters already.
Yeah, but I'd rather have like that one dude that's just in everything to bring back the nostalgia.
But he's gone.
Well, then find someone else. Whoever put the next person in charge.
I feel like it would be like not like a ruin to his, character, but I feel like it would ruin the magic.
Fine, that's fair, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe they should.
Okay,
I feel like they should have kept that trend going on.
But Marvel did have big success with one thing. Marvel Rivals. Did you see?
That
it is Marvel.
It's yes, but it's not the MCU Marvel. It's
Well,
not the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I mean, no, but it's owned by Marvel, and it's huge. I can't remember the number, but they made already, I think, almost 100 million, and it's only been out and it's a free game.
And it's a free game.
And it's
I'm
a
gonna
free
get
game,
it.
which is crazy.
I'm gonna get it ASAP and beat you up
too.
in it.
I
You
will
don't
too.
have it yet? Oh,
No, I haven't.
your brother
gotten
has
yet.
it.
I think it's only on console right now, I believe.
Only on console, yeah.
Yeah, I don't... Wait. Oh, I think it's on Steam. Maybe it's been ported over.
My laptop wouldn't be able to play it anyway.
That's true.
I can barely play Lethal Company. But
Oh, okay. Another game thing, since we're on the topic. Did you see that Lego is coming out with a Lego Game Boy? Like an actual flip, like the old Game Boy that you can build? I'm excited.
Does it work? Do you play games on it?
Okay, I doubt that.
So what's the bad investment? Bad.
It's just... It's probably going to be more expensive than the Game Boy itself, too.
I can make my own Lego Game Boy without an instruction manual.
Wait, a 16-bit Mario and Yoshi from Super Mario World included in it? Wait, is it actually going to be able to play games?
Maybe
No way.
The screen is like built, but the rest of it is plastic. That's weird just to think about it.
I know it's going to be more expensive than the actual Game Boy itself. Like, you could probably go buy an old Game Boy for like half as much as this Lego set's going to cost, though.
How big is this Lego set? How many pieces?
Well, it's one of the, I'm guessing it's one of the Game Boy, what is it, SP? The flip ones?
I'm just saying every Lego set costs more than so many things. I could buy an Xbox with, like, I could buy one Lego set and it would be worth an Xbox, depending on how big it is.
No.
The Millennium Falcon set was, I think, $800.
Okay, that... Actually, no. Not brand new. It's only $800 now.
So, it's not $800, but it is $800 now. This is confusing. Explain this to me.
Well, yeah, because it's not sold anymore. So now it's like a special item, and if it's still in the box... Wait! They do sell this still? No, wait, I didn't know this. Or did they make another one? They made another one. It's $850.
Honestly,
they
I feel
made
like
another one.
I feel like we're learning more stuff on this podcast than the listeners are.
I know they're just screaming at us. It's real. It's real.
The four listeners on Spotify, and I don't even know. We have 7 subscribers on YouTube, but like a lot of views. I'm not sure those are all just me.
It's just all my other accounts.
You just imagine you just sit in your room with like 20 monitors, 20 different accounts, and you're just going through all of them and making them all like comment. You're just talking to yourself in the comments.
There are literal. They do that for Instagram, Facebook, like the reels that you can watch, like basically TikTok. They have that over in Japan where people will literally buy thousands of phones and just not data farm, but basically watch farm. All, like, if they post a video, they'll have all 1,000 of their phones just constantly watching it so they can make money off of it because they're all real accounts. That's
just weird. That's creepy.
It's infinite money glitch, man.
Money glitch? How's that a glitch?
It just is. Oh, also, did you hear that Halo is now going to be the older Halos, not any new ones, but I believe Halo 1 through 4 and ODST are going to be put on PlayStation?
Ew. I have strong opinions against PlayStation just because I grew up with an Xbox. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. That makes Xbox not important anymore. The only good thing about Xbox is that they had Halo, and now that they don't, now that PlayStation has it too, I might have to get a PlayStation because then I can play the Ragnarok games or God of War games.
You can just play those on a computer now.
My computer can't play games.
That's true.
Do you think Star Wars should make more prequels or sequels?
Well, the prequels would be before, right? Right, that's prequel. Prequels before. Yeah, they should make those.
Yes, a prequel means before.
You stop it.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. Obviously, everyone loves sequels, but I feel like when it's Star Wars, they don't. Not anymore. I feel like they kind of drove Star Wars into a wall, and they finally hit that wall and like shattered that Star Wars car. This is a metaphor, or analogy. I'm not smart enough to know the difference.
Shattered a Star Wars car? You mean glass?
Yeah,
Shattered the Star Wars glass.
They drove this Star Wars car. This car represents Star Wars, right? They're driving it at 100 miles, booming, pushing every movie out, and they finally hit that wall where it's like, these fans are really upset. But then the sequels, I would love a sequel. I would love a Knights of the Old Republic. I love that game, and I want I like that era the most. A lot of people didn't like the prequel trilogy, which I love the prequel trilogy. But a lot of people didn't, especially because like the whole midichlorian thing where it was like the Force is like in your blood or whatever. And a lot of us were like, wait, so can you just like get a syringe and then syringe yourself and then you have that in your blood and you have the Force or something? Like, it was confusing. Yeah. But I liked a lot of like the politics in the prequel movies, and like they had Darth Maul. Like the villains were very cool. And the third film is my favorite of like all time, the Revenge of the Sith.
It's the best.
That one was so good. It was the suspense, like he's been bad the whole time. It was great.
I think they should make I don't know if it's a movie or a series or something, but they should make in between because they talk about it in, what is it? Is it Rebels or the Clone Wars? I think it's Clone Wars, the like animated series. They talk about that where, it's Anakin kind of shifting into being bad. Whereas in Revenge of the Sith, he's kind of good most of the movie, and then it's just immediately, everything's going down. Or there's a lot of time in between that.
Well, in the other movie, he murdered a bunch of Tusken Raiders in the one before.
I guess, sort but of. At the beginning, it was very it was rushed.
But then they're gonna have to get another person to play Anakin, or just make him look young again.
Anakin played in Obi-Wan Kenobi. Spoilers, if people haven't seen it. But
but he was Darth Vader. He was wearing a metal suit.
But it was like it was pretty much right when he turned to Darth Vader, though.
But he was still like, you don't ever see Hayden's face.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do.
No, you don't. He had the mask on.
No. Did you not watch it?
Yes, I watched the whole thing and I hated it.
The whole thing. What?
You mean,
why did you hate it? It was good.
Because it's literally a Princess Leia movie. It's a Princess Leia show. And Obi-Wan is a weak loser nobody, and he's my favorite Jedi, and he's this nobody, and I don't want my favorite Jedi to be a nobody. It was hard for me to watch, okay?
No, but that's the thing. He's out of practice. He has had no practice to be a Jedi at all for the entire, what was it? It was 5 to 10 years, I think. Right?
Here's what I'm saying. There's this guy on YouTube that made the show shorter, clipped out a lot of the things that were useless and didn't need to be in there, and it was actually a good. I think it could have just been a movie. I don't think they needed to make it into one of those little shows. I think it was a little drawn out and stuff. Like, yeah. But no, it did not have his face. It did not have his face.
Yes, because there were moments where they were training together and they used Hayden. Is it Hayden Christensen? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They used him as there were multiple scenes with actual Hayden in it and not
Whatever.
as-
We're looking this up after. And if you're wrong, you owe me like
no,
something.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, so you could
Obi-Wan.
embarrass me on the channel?
Yep, exactly. Obi-Wan. I mean, it's
Also,
was
that's
it just
still
called Obi-Wan Kenobi, the show?
just it's called Kenobi. So you don't even know what it's called. How can I even trust you?
No, I mean, is the show just called Kenobi? I don't remember.
It's
It
just Kenobi.
came out a while ago.
Yeah, so Hayden still could look a lot older nowadays.
He does definitely look older for sure, but he doesn't look. He honestly doesn't look that bad.
Well, now he's
Like he doesn't look
now he's-
old.
now he's even more older. Now he's a few more years older.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, he's literally in it. There's a full-on like 10-minute training scene between Obi-Wan and Anakin, where it's actually Hayden Christensen. And then remember at the very final like battle fight, his mask gets like shattered. Like the Darth Vader mask gets shattered like sort of in half.
I don't know. I
And
kind
then
of
you can
wiped
see
most
his
of that
face.
show out of my memory.
Oh my gosh. I think
Yeah.
it was good. I thought it was good.
Okay, that's fair.
I do
Agree to
think-
disagree.
See, I want them to do more stuff like that where it's actually in between. Rogue One, in between the two movies, fantastic. Rogue One was so
I'm thinking go further back. I'm thinking go to the High Republic eras. I want like Jedi origin story. Not like stories of all the Jedis. I want like origin stories of like Plo Koon, like random Jedi, like Mace Windu. How do you, like tell me about him. Show me that I want movies about like everything back then. Obviously Mace Windu is probably too old to do a Mace Windu movie. But like
You mean
Yoda?
Samuel L. Jackson?
Yoda is like literally just actually Yoda's too old. Like he's like what is he 500 or 900 years old? He's his movie would take forever. But like all the random Jedis, you know.
See, but they could easily make a full-on prequel just way before. Brand new story, everything of like how the Jedi Council came together. That would be cool.
Oh, okay. This was the news I was telling you. James Mangold.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. He's making the Jedi Origins.
oh,
But here's the catch. He said he does not want to be chained down by the Star Wars lore. So he's going to do it his own way.
that's so dumb.
Exactly. So
That's
it's
so
not really good
dumb.
news. It's really sad. Like I said, this franchise has driven itself into a wall. And now
Yeah.
it's like it's trying to get through the wall, but it's just like breaking more. Yeah, I think it's annoying. So I want prequels, but I don't want prequels to be done this way, like how they're being done.
That's exactly what happened to The Witcher. They Henry Cavill was The Witcher, the perfect Witcher. He was so good. Geralt of Riv. Oh my gosh, forget it. I can't pronounce it. Anyway,
Geralt of Rivia.
Rivia, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, good
kept
job.
thinking
I haven't even
Rivera.
seen it, and I know that. It's
But
only because
the
the song.
perfect Witcher.
With Geralt of Rivia, along came this song. Oh, we're gonna have to edit that. That is over the 6 mark. That is over the 6.
That was he was the perfect Geralt. He was so good. And then he basically quit because the writers said that they weren't going to follow any more source material. And now guess who's going to be the new Witcher?
Who?
Liam Hemsworth. Why? I think he's going to...
I have beef against Liam Hemsworth because my sisters say that he's more handsome than Chris Hemsworth, and I'm like, nah, dog. Thor versus Gale from Hunger Games. Gale is a loser. He just got beat up the whole time, and then he murders the sister. No.
Your mic... you got so angry there that your mic started clipping.
Oh, well, that'll make it better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Wait, which part's dumb? That people think that Liam is more handsome than Chris, or the
Oh
other
no,
one?
Liam is
Okay.
not more handsome than Chris. Absolutely not. Especially with his
Absolutely
golden long
not.
hair.
The golden. I mean, his hair isn't actually golden long. It's pretty good looking. It's pretty good looking.
They just need to watch Extraction with Chris Hemsworth, and then they'll be like, "Oh, okay, that's a man."
I haven't even seen Extraction, and I already like it.
Yeah, we'll watch it. That's a good one.
All right. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I want prequels for Star Wars. Back to the Star Wars. I want prequels more than sequels. I feel like Rey is like kind of an character. Like I feel like they could have made a better main character. But I loved Jedis, and one of my problems with Andor, I know everyone loves this show, but it had like no Jedis in it, and that was the only thing that upset me because I love the Jedis so much. And I'm thinking they need to stop like making the Force like they keep demystifying it and like making scientifical reasons for it. I don't think it needs a scientifical reason to be there. I think it should just be there. Like it's the Force, you know?
It's Star Wars with aliens and different planets and hover cars and giant spaceships that physically could not be built on any one of those planets because they're literally too big. So, yeah, they need to stop trying to make it realistic.
Yeah.
They need to stick to Star Warsing.
I know. I started Skeleton Crew. I don't know how that show's doing, but I stopped it immediately because it just felt like a futuristic Earth. It opens with a kid eating cereal out of his cereal box. I would never see that in Star Wars. And then his dad's like, get ready for school. And it's just like real life. And then you walk, and there's literally like cul-de-sacs. There's literally cul-de-sacs and people walking their alien dogs in the neighborhood. I thought Star Wars was like a dangerous world. I didn't know like on Tatooine you don't see people just walking their dogs around. Like it felt too much like my own world. And I go to Star Wars to get away from my world, not right to it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. I did see that I think there was a full-on Pepsi ad in Skeleton Crew, I believe. I saw that on what was it, Facebook, I think?
Pepsi ad. That can't be good.
Or wait, no, maybe it was a vehicle ad, or not like a commercial, but like one of the hover like cars or something had Porsche on it, or something like that, like an actual real world company, I believe.
Yeah, let's make sure this is true before we move on to the next topic.
I know. I'm gonna look up the product placement. I could, unless it was a Star Wars game they were putting product placement in. I just know it was Star Wars, and I was like,
oh, maybe Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, it wasn't a car. There's a buffet. There's like a buffet in Skeleton Crew. And the buffet is literally a Golden Corral.
Know what a Golden Corral is?
It's a buffet that you go to here in America. They put it in there.
Oh, that's whatever. Yeah.
It's like they're just trying to make money. They're just trying to make money at this point. They don't care anymore.
I mean, I hope that's not the case, but yeah. Also,
I have a question.
Yes. What is your question?
No. If it's still Star Wars, keep going.
I forgot what I was gonna say, so you can go.
Okay, I have a question. Is the ocean a soup?
Honestly, kind of. It's got seaweed and salt in it,
mm-hmm.
and it tastes gross, like a lot of soups.
It has meat. It's got fish, so it's got the meat. It's got the seaweed. It's got the lettuce and stuff.
I swear this pod just I can't even talk anymore, but it just keeps getting stupider and stupider.
This podge.
This whatever.
Welcome back to the Brofessional Podge.
Hey, I'm the one that does the intros. I can start saying that.
Apparently AI says that the ocean is not a soup, but I think that the Google AI says it's not.
Gemini.
Yeah, Google Gemini.
Is it
still called Gemini? It doesn't even show up with a name anywhere.
I think so, because I keep getting commercials that advertise Gemini, and then they do the Jay-Z song where it's like, allow me to reintroduce myself. So,
oh,
yeah.
Yeah, Out of all the star signs they could choose, they chose Gemini. It's confusing.
The ocean is 100% a like seaweed soup. There's meat swimming around. It's like a living soup. And honestly, that makes me even more scared of it.
It's like a miso soup.
Yeah, just minus the tofu.
Real fish.
There's not fish in miso soup, brother.
I'm saying real fish in the ocean.
Oh. I mean, it's a pretty... There's sand... That's so weird to even think about that. What is the definition of soup? Let's look up the definition of soup.
It's probably just... Oh, soup. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. A liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables. Underwater volcanoes. They're boiling.
So part of the ocean is soup.
Part of the ocean could be soup. Underwater volcanoes boil the water.
That's true.
Probably kills the fish.
I'm pretty sure the fish don't go near there.
But if they do, it says typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables. There we go. It is a soup.
That is kind of sad.
What, the ocean is soup?
So say the definition again.
A liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables, etc., in stock or water.
Okay.
That's the first one.
So part of the ocean is definitely soup. What is the rest of the ocean?
What do you mean? It's just the rest of the... No, it's all soup.
Not the whole ocean isn't volcanoes though.
But if you have a bowl, let's say you have a big bowl, right? Kind of wide base, okay? You have your broth in there, but you have all your meat and veggies in one side. You don't say, "Oh yeah, this side of the bowl is my soup, and the other side is my." It's just all soup.
What type of soup are you eating that has everything on one side and then just liquid on the other side? There's something wrong about that, buddy.
I'm saying,
I would say this is just water and my soup is on this side.
If you have a flat bowl, not like a flat bowl, but like a large bowl, so you got chunks in your soup because it's a brothy soup, and It's kind of sitting on one side of the bowl. Gotcha. And then it's just broth on the other side. You wouldn't say that your bowl is half soup and half ocean. Okay,
but is the ocean half volcanoes? What is the percentage of volcanoes?
Like none. I don't think there are very many.
So the ocean is not soup. I'm sure there's multiple actually. I think it's in specific areas though.
They're really small. It's not like a giant volcano. They're really small and I guess I don't know how to spell volcanoes. They're what? Wait, more than 1 million submarine volcanoes? Okay, it's a soup. It's a soup.
Okay, we've confirmed it is a soup. The real question about the ocean is the Mariana Trench actually a trench, or is it the exit of this Earth? Is it where we go to different universes and creatures come in? Is that where aliens come from?
Okay, wait. Well, first off, Pacific Rim, that's where they come from.
Okay, and just listen.
But wait, hang on. Wait, before we go on to the next thing, I just want to say I was completely wrong about the size of the volcanoes underwater as well. It says that they can be like 2 to 3 times larger than volcanoes on land. So I'm just wrong all the time.
We already knew that. Anyway, the things that come out of the Mariana Trench, they look like aliens. The fish that are that deep, are you telling me those are of Earth? Look at the anglerfish. The electric eel.
Those things are scary.
A lot of things are scary.
The electric eel, I don't think goes that deep.
Okay. Well, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I guess that's more in the reefs. But like jellyfish, dude, which I guess those aren't that deep either. But do you know that jellyfish like grow out of not rocks, but they have like a little. It's like there's a little turret, and they come out of that, and then it's weird. Look up the jellyfish cycle. It's weird.
The jellyfish cycle?
Yep.
Sounds like an anime.
Honestly, it kind of does. No, jellyfish are weird, creepy, and they shouldn't be out there.
My Opera GX search history is going to be absolutely wild.
Oh, yeah. That's why I let you just do all the searching.
Some species of jellyfish may skip certain stages in their life cycle. For example, I'm not even going to attempt that. Species can transform from medusa back to polyp, which may make it effectively immortal. They're immortal? What? Wait. What? You heard it here first on the Brofessional Podcast. Jellyfish are immortal.
They literally, okay. But they also, I love how this isn't even one of our topics.
It can basically skip the cycle of having to, like, go back around, I guess. It's so weird, though. It's a little blob, right? It's this blob floating in the ocean. And somehow it turns into, like, this hydra or this type of, like, this little, I'd like to call it, like, a cannon. It's like a tube. It turns into a tube and then, like, shoots out of that tube. Or does the tube just turn into the jellyfish? It's confusing. It looks like an adult jellyfish. I'm guessing it doesn't turn into an egg. It like pushes out egg, whatever. It turns into this weird little planty thing, and then it goes into the ground, and then grows from the ground.
It's very weird. It's very, very weird.
They're weird.
They're not of this earth, I'm telling you.
Either way, like, immortal, which is kind of cool.
Is now a good time to go into some movie news?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hit the music in 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back to Andrew's Movie Corner. This is basically my little spot. We need to get you a little spot too, so it's not just like one-sided. But I just talk about movies and some movies you should watch and some news. The first news I have, which I actually did research, so clap for me. Applaud. I can't even hear that. You're not applauding loud enough. I can see you clapping. I just can't hear it. This isn't really the best news. So apparently there's been a rumor going around that Black Panther is going to be recasted for the Doomsday movies. Doomsday and, what's it called? What's the other one called? Secret Wars. So the new Avenger movies. Apparently, so I did some research on this. I was like, where's this coming from? I went on MSN, which is like some website. Hopefully it's trustworthy. No, it is. It is. Trust me, I got you. And this story is by Corey Chichizola. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And they say, Jeff Snyder claims that Marvel is going to be recasting T'Challa for the multiverse. And I have to assume that fans are going to be upset about this choice. And then you scroll down, this person keeps talking, and they say, according to this report, Marvel isn't trying to replace Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa in the main timeline of the MCU. Instead, they're seemingly trying to bring the character back to the multiverse projects like Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. So I think it's going to be like a variant of Black Panther, but it's honestly probably going to be his son, although his son is super young.
I mean, they've done recasting before. They recasted Brody, which was honestly the best. Wait, Brody? No.
Yeah.
Isn't that his name? Rhodes?
Rhodey.
Yeah, Brody.
Brody. You want to hit some waves with me, bro?
They recasted
surfing, Brody?
The Rhodes in the first one I did not like him at all. So I'm glad they recast him.
Kind of funny. I think it's annoying when they recast people. It's confusing.
I mean, I hope that they don't recast King and they either just abolish it or that was a stupid situation. But
King's gone.
I know, but he was so good.
I don't know what they're going to do with it.
Nothing. He's just gone.
He's fired. So the whole end of Ant-Man was for no reason. The whole Ant-Man 3 where it's like, we are the kings and we're taking over, that's just gone. Yeah. That doesn't exist anymore.
That movie was so bad. I mean, technically it still exists because there's so many Marvel comics. It's just not being used. That was one of the things I read on Twitter. But no, it's just kind of
Let me tell you something real quick. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is not the Marvel comic book universe. It's not the comic books. It's Marvel.
I know. But
so when people complain that it's not like the books, it's not supposed to be. I mean, it sort of is supposed to be, but it is also its own. The books are the books. If you want to see the Marvel comics, then read the books.
Okay, but the whole point of Marvel was to bring the comic books to life on screen.
Yes,
That's literally the point.
I think they did a pretty good job.
They did up until, honestly, the end of Endgame era.
Yeah. Although I kind of liked the Black Widow movie, and then I liked the the WandaVision, and I liked
WandaVision
Loki.
was good.
I sort of liked Moon Knight, and then I kind of lost interest. I didn't finish it.
That's the thing, though. Loki was off of the Endgame timeline, though. Like, it literally started from Endgame.
Yeah. They also did No Way Home was after Endgame, too.
Yeah, they're always making some good movies, but there's a lot of bad ones. Madam Web, Kraven the Hunter.
Hear me out though. Madam Web and Kraven Hunter aren't in the Marvel universe. They're in the Sony Marvel universe. They're not connected to the normal Marvel universe. They're their own. They're in the Sump universe, the Sony universe of Marvel characters.
Marvel still has to okay it in order for it to go into production, though.
Well, it's the characters that Sony owns.
Well, but Sony also did No Way Home, didn't they?
That was with Marvel too, though, because that's part of the Marvel universe.
Well, okay, Multiverse of Madness. That was pretty bad. That was really bad.
That was just normal Marvel. That was just Marvel itself. That was pretty bad.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty bad. Then they
She-Hulk was really bad.
That was the worst thing ever.
I didn't even start Miss Marvel, so I don't know what to say. I just looked at it and looked away right after.
How about we just go through some Marvel stuff and all right, after Endgame, which was April. Oh my gosh, it came out in 2019. It's 6 years old. That's crazy. Jeez. Okay, Spider-Man: Far From Home. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't the greatest. It wasn't bad.
Far From Home? Far From Home was good. It was good. It was definitely the worst of the Tom Holland films, but it was still 9 out of 10. It was a good movie.
I think it's one of the worst of the Spider-Mans. All the Spider-Mans.
The worst of the Spider-Mans will always be The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Don't you dare.
Movie.
That was so... Electro? Was it Michael J. Fox? Yeah.
That was the ugliest... Okay.
Okay.
He was the stupidest villain ever. He was just mad because he felt like Spider-Man didn't care about him. Stupidest story ever.
He's messed up in the head.
Yeah, I want some actual Joker type messed up in the head people. That was a stupid movie. And the normal Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire, that one was awful. It was fine. But, he's, not cheating on his wife, but, weird, and he's trying to impress the other girl, and he's just, doing, and the weird dance he does. I like the dance that he does when he, walks out the door, but when he's at, the bar, and he, flicks his shirt off, and then she, her hair woofs up. It was so weird. It was so different.
Oh, please. That's your favorite scene in all the Spider-Man movies. Don't even.
No, mine is he don't know. That's mine when he starts dancing, but not that dancing, the other dancing.
Okay. Wait, I thought he gave MJ the ring in Spider-Man 3. Isn't it that one where he's trying to marry her and then he gets the symbiote?
Maybe. I don't really remember. I remember the first one. Yeah, I don't remember. But I'm surprised that's your least favorite of all the Spider-Mans. Over
I think
Spider-Man.
All the other ones are good.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is bad. Even on Rotten Tomatoes, it's crushed. It's not
so
a 50.
Good.
No, it was so not.
Good. Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man. He's the best Spider-Man.
I will give it to you. His first one was amazing. Hence why it's called The Amazing Spider-Man. The second was a bag of trash.
What do you mean? What was How? Tell me why.
The villain. Okay, first of all, the villain. I think it's the stupidest, non-believable story. It was just stupid. It was weird, and the villain was. I wasn't entertained with them. In the first one, the lizard guy, he was actually pretty cool. I could relate with. I can't relate with this villain at all. He wasn't even a villain I hated. He was just stupid. He was just a dumb villain that I couldn't even take seriously, and not
his theme though. His theme. is cool. His music theme is cool. And
Whatever.
Harry. And the Harry. I liked the Harry.
And then,
in
of
Amazing
course,
Spider-Man.
Gwen dies very fast. I feel like she should have died in the third movie, not the second. That's a little soon. And he doesn't even have a third movie. He doesn't even have a third movie. He doesn't even have a third movie because it was so bad they had to cancel it. It was so bad. It was so bad. No.
It was. Oh my gosh! It was a good movie. I will die. I will die on this hill. It was a good movie.
Okay. No, you can have your own opinions. Just know
Also,
you're getting roasted in the comments.
The 2 comments that are going to be from you.
The 2. Oh, yeah.
It'll just be Aaron in the comments again.
The poll for this episode will be, is Spider-Man No Way Home better? I mean, not No Way Home. Was it Far From Home? Or
Far From Home.
Or Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2?
No way you are going to put Far From Home over The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's
The Amazing
crazy.
Spider-Man was stupid. Okay, the first one was great. Also, he has like a secret train that takes him. He was like a secret. His dad had a secret train or something. That was also weird.
He had the worst, first off, Far From Home, worst Spider-Man suit in any Spider-Man.
The black one?
I just shook the black one. The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That was a
suit.
backup suit.
No. The Amazing
How
Spider-Man
dare.
2 had the best Spider-Man suit in any Spider-Man.
Miles Morales' suit is the best Spider-Man suit. If you're talking original Spider-Man,
Okay.
also the Iron Man Spider-Man suit, that was pretty cool. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that one's cool, but classic Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield's number 2. The first one was awful. That literally was like bug-eyed weirdo.
The Tobey Maguire one?
No. The first Amazing Spider-Man.
So you're going to, first of all, you're going to disrespect Far From Home, and now you're going to disrespect The Amazing Spider-Man 1?
No, just the suit.
The comments are going to be hitting hard.
The
They're
suit
gonna be
was
hitting
awful.
hard.
Did you see it? The eyes were like popping out of his head. It was so creepy looking.
Humble origins.
No.
Oh wait, the first Amazing Spider-Man or the first Tom Holland Spider-Man?
No, the first Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, the suit, his eyes are literally like bug-eyed, coming out like they look like cardboard.
Okay, well, it's humble beginnings. But Far From Home, let me tell you why I like Far From Home. Okay, first of all, it's funny. He's trying to like impress Zendaya the whole movie, and he's like trying to he was just like, I just want to chill. I'm on vacation. And Nick Fury's in it. It was funny how Ned was like dating that girl, sort of. It was funny. It was good. That one was good. I don't know why. I mean, I like the first and the second. I like the first and third more than it. But the second Amazing Spider-Man, no.
It's like a more seriously toned Spider-Man though, and I like it. I wish they made a third one because after Gwen dies, that's when he's supposed to become.
That was the next mistake.
What?
That they killed Gwen off too soon.
No, too soon. She was in 2 whole movies. What do you mean?
Technically not 2 whole movies because she died in the second one, and there was still a lot of movie left.
What do you mean? They got rid of Tom Holland's first girlfriend in the first movie.
That was okay. She was lame, and she didn't die. She just broke up with him.
I know.
She had to move.
She's just gone.
That's because Zendaya was much more awesome. They knew the fans would be like, "Why is he with this random person? He should be with Zendaya."
You just like the other. You just like the other Spider-Mans more because of Tom Holland and Zendaya. Admit it.
That's not the only reason. It was funny. I like Ned too. But
Yeah,
no, the Amazing Spider-Man, they killed Gwen off. Okay, look, I think it's fine to kill her off in the second movie if you're going to make a third. If you're not making a third, then you shouldn't kill your love interest off that soon. Unless it's like an origin story. But that was a second movie. It's not an origin story. Yeah, we're going to do a poll. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Okay. What other movie news do you have for the movie corner that's gone on for 20 minutes?
Well, the other news? I don't really have much. That was the news that they're recasting Black Panther. I thought we would be talking about that longer, but I guess not. However, my movie recommendation today is Django Unchained. The D is silent. Very, very good movie by Quentin Tarantino.
Yep, very good.
Yeah. Now I have to watch Inglourious Bastards. It was a really good movie, and it was funny, and it was good. And Jamie Foxx, I've never seen him that quiet.
Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
He's the guy in it. He's the main character. He's Django.
He wasn't that but Jamie Foxx, when I saw him in Baby Driver, he's like, what the, and he's just talking nonstop. In this, he was kind of like, it's Django, but the D is silent, and then he just sits there, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Watch it.
Really
It's actually only free on Apple TV, I believe, but everything's on Amazon, and you can rent it on Amazon.
I own it, and I still haven't opened it in the case because it's always streaming on something.
Is it really? It's actually on. We tried to watch it. Me and my brother tried to watch it the other day, and it wasn't on anything, so we had to buy it on Amazon.
Oh, really? It's so good. It's so good. Quentin Tarantino's really good. Inglourious Bastards.
It's worth it.
Yes. Inglourious Bastards also highly recommended. We will watch it when you come up here because I own it. So good.
Is Inglourious Bastards a comedy, or is it
Yes.
more of a drama? Gotcha.
It's supposed to be comedic, but it's very not on a serious tone, but they're trying to be serious the whole time, and the guy's just not serious. So it just messes up the entire feng shui of the
that's funny.
plot, and he's just...
Wait, is Brad Pitt the main character?
I mean...
He's in it,
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah, I think Brad Pitt would be considered the main character. I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah.
Okay, we gotta watch that. I'm adding it to our list. I think it's already on our list. We
Okay.
also have to watch the Deadpools.
I wish we could have gone and saw that in theater while you were up here.
Yeah.
Because it really is a movie you need to see in theater. It's so good.
Is it not going to get a re-release?
Oh, no.
Wasn't
I
it
doubt it.
Isn't it the second most grossing R-rated film?
I think it's number one. I'm pretty sure it's number one of all time.
So you don't think they'd re-release that? Interesting.
No. Unless they re-released
Avatar.
all three.
Mm. Well, I'm sure it's playing at the Tower Theater or something. There are some theaters over here that play old movies. They redo movies.
The only reason they re-released Avatar is so that they could put it back in 3D and so James Cameron could make money for once in 10 years.
Well, it was also to get you hyped up for the second one that was coming out literally a year later.
Sure.
Well,
yeah,
they re-released.
It was a long time later.
They re-released Interstellar this year. I mean, last year, I guess.
Yeah, that was an anniversary thing. Yeah.
And it made a lot of money. I think you can just re-release it every year and just make more money.
Honestly, probably. That's what the Studio Ghibli movies do. They just run every year, and I love it.
Is it Studio Ghibli or Studio Ghibli? Tom Holland said Studio Ghibli in an interview. I don't know if it's just a British thing or is it Studio Ghibli? Because it's got a GH. Wouldn't that make you go...
I gotta turn on my Ghiblis.
Okay.
No,
Stop
it's Studio Ghibli.
Okay.
I mean, I've only heard it called Studio Ghibli by anyone who talks about it. So,
Gotcha.
the creator of Studio Ghibli. I don't even think I've heard him say Studio Ghibli. So I technically don't know, but I don't think a Japanese person is gonna call something Studio Ghibli with a G when they live in Japan with a J.
Well, that concludes my movie corner.
All right, I have a quick little topic. All right, this lady, this woman, okay. Her entire family is at her house, and her son is out of town.
Was this on Twitter?
Yes, her son
Did
is
you
out
read
of
the
town.
whole article or just the title?
It's just a video. I just watched.
Did you watch the whole
and
video?
And the lady, I did watch. It's 17 seconds, Andrew.
Oh, okay.
Her son's friend showed up while he's not there to get food from the fridge. He showed up oh, hey, Mrs. Whatever walks in. He takes a chicken nugget out of their fridge and eats it like it's just his own house, and then just says bye and leaves.
Well, at least it's a chicken nugget. At least he didn't take like an Xbox or anything.
Well, but it's like the friend's not there, and he's just like coming in like, oh, normal day. Let me just get some food. I don't know.
Yeah, that's very weird. Hey, that's what friends are for, right? So you can sneak into their houses and get some food.
Well, the mom did not look happy, so I don't think he's very good friends with the mother.
So you're telling me the mom didn't grab her baseball bat or anything? She just stood there and let it happen?
She's just standing there and letting it happen. He literally places the chicken strip like on the counter for a second to do like a weird little dance and then eat it again. And the mom's just standing there like, what the heck's going on?
Is this in America?
Of course it's in America.
Yeah, that was a dumb question.
If
What
it
is
was
happening
in Russia,
to us?
they would have bomb-striked the house immediately.
Yeah, well, I wasn't thinking it was in Russia. That would be the last place.
No, if somebody goes in the house, anybody else's house, unannounced, and just like starts taking food, they're getting beat up and like forced out of that house in any other country.
And in your house.
And in my house. Don't come in my house unannounced.
He'll hit you with the Xbox controller.
With the Xbox controller, indeed. I'll hit you. Yes. Oh, back on the Halo coming to PlayStation thing. So apparently, Halo, the Master Chief Collection is going to PS5 and Switch 2, apparently. So they're going to put it on the Switch, which I think is kind of cool because then I can, play it on the Switch when I'm like in the airport or whatever. So I kind of like that since Xbox.
If you don't lose it again.
That was rude. Anyway, they're also putting Flight Simulator on PS5, but Sony is not touching any of their own games. Bloodborne, one of the biggest Souls games ever. They will not touch it. They won't do anything with it. Jax and Dexter, they're not doing. There's so many old. What's the MX versus ATV? They've talked about not doing any more MX versus ATVs, which is sad because there's no other games like that anymore.
When is Xbox gonna get some of their games?
What do you mean?
Like, when is Xbox gonna get some of their exclusives?
Oh, there's a bunch coming out actually. What's the Xbox Games Showcase, I think. I mean, it didn't happen recently. It was a little while ago. But there was
Are they getting any of the God of War games? Or the Horizon Zero Dawn games?
No, that's not Xbox. Sony will never port anything over to Xbox ever. They are bitter.
Ooh. They're just upset that no one liked Madam Web.
That's true. Yeah, Microsoft wouldn't allow that. Well, the old one was for... No, so Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, that was an Xbox, I believe, exclusive.
And I will be playing that game.
It looks really good. I haven't played that yet. Apparently some people say that it's better than the movie they made, which is cool.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Stalker 2. That game
yeah. And what's up with this new, what is this game called?
Oh, yeah. A new Metal Gear Solid.
Is that what it's called? Hold on. I don't know if that's what I'm thinking of. Let me find.
That's Solid Snake.
No.
Oh, wait. Are you thinking of the Earth one?
It's called... Hold on. It's on my phone right now. I'm getting to the right spot. Helldivers. I don't know why I said Highlanders.
Helldivers 2 is out. That's a Sony game.
What is it? I keep hearing about it.
It is on, so it's fully online. You basically spawn into worlds and fight enemies. Literally just like holding the front line, like trying to kill everything. And you do missions. It would be really cool to play together, but obviously we do not. I mean, you can play it on PC now, but you still have to have a PlayStation Network membership, which is kind of annoying.
And a working computer.
Yeah, you do need one of those. But no, there's a lot of good games coming to Xbox here pretty soon. And a lot of them are going to be on Game Pass, so super cheap. Atomfall, I'm really excited for the new Metal Gear Solid. Those are like the perfect stealth games ever.
I'm kind of more into the beat 'em up games.
Well, no, you can definitely beat some people up in Metal Gear Solid for sure.
Okay. That's where I
Like,
like it. That's
a
what I'm
lot of
talking
people.
about.
The new Assassin's Creed Shadows. I watched the trailer the other day, the gameplay trailer. So it actually showed gameplay. It looks so good. Finally, a good Assassin's Creed game is coming out because the last like 5 have not been good at all.
Gotcha. I've been looking at the poll from our last episode, and it looks like ninjas win. We've got 2 votes, which one of them was me, and some other person did another one, and so it's 100 on ninjas, 0 samurai. And
I voted for Samurai.
You didn't even put your vote in. Go on your phone right now, click on the poll, and participate. It's only gonna last like a week.
Wait, which one? Spotify?
Yeah.
Oh.
I couldn't do a YouTube poll. There's something was weird. Actually, I think I did the YouTube one too. Let me check real quick.
Well, boom. Now it's 33% Samurai. So
Wait.
take that, fool.
In the podcast, you literally said you wanted ninjas. You literally said ninja in the podcast. You literally did. You're changing on it. You're just trying to mix it up a bit. Well,
Oh, if we're talking about news from the last podcast, or the last episode,
yeah.
the woman who was being like flamed online for not giving her parents $175,000.
Oh yeah.
She has now given her parents $175,000 to just like, I don't know. The parents asked for it, and I guess they got it.
Oh, cool. Hopefully we hear more about that too, so we can keep the thing going. I don't know.
We'll hear that the parents like spend it on something like awful.
Yeah, they bought a lottery ticket with it. Hello, everyone. I have some announcements, which I said that before. There will be some special episodes eventually. I don't know when we can commit to this, but they will be coming. Which one of them is a Would You Rather. I also was thinking of a Marvel trivia, and then I recently came up with a pros and cons. So we'll see. It's a game I made up, and it's fun. You basically just do pros and cons, but of a certain subject, and it just gets funnier and funnier.
We will also be doing a tier list of which movie or game characters we think we can beat up.
That's all you have?
That's all I have.
You gonna take us out?
Yeah, I'll take us out. Thank you for listening to the Brofessional Podcast once again. This is episode 2. There will be many, many more episodes coming. We're
Once a
on
week?
YouTube once a week, hopefully. Well, hopefully once a week. We will be doing more episodes in the future, as well as special episodes, as in the announcement. We are on YouTube and Spotify. Just look up the Brofessional Pod or podcast.
Bye.
Bye.